Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Yasmin. If you want to live a lifestyle full of joy, you're in the right place. If you're here, chances are you're looking for something else out of life. Something in you is calling for more fulfillment, more meaning, more purpose. That might not be very clear for you, and you've been looking for answers. You've been looking for ways to find what's your purpose, what's going to bring you more fulfillment. When we live with a sense of purpose, when we see meaning in everything we do, we have that extra motivation to wake up in the morning and go and create our life full of purpose, full of meaning. We start to feel and see clearly why we are here for. In today's video, I'm going to share 3 steps that can help you get in touch with that unique creative potential you have, and that can give you a clue about your life purpose. We are created and creators. So when you step into a role of the creator of your life, you not only find your purpose, your dharma, but you get in touch with that infinite creative potential that you have. So here are the 3 steps that can give you a clue about what is your unique creative potential, what's your dharma, what's your purpose. Step number 1 is to remember. Go back to your childhood and remember what you loved to do. Remember the things that you felt rewarded just for doing it, just for the sake of doing it. What was that thing you loved to do as a little child? Usually between 4 or 7 years old. What you loved to do then can say a lot about your unique gift. When I was 4 years old, I loved to dance. I used to listen to music and create my own choreographies. I used to dance by myself in the living room. That's something that came naturally to me. I wasn't expecting for any reward, any prize, any compliment about that. It was something that I just did for fun. Next, self-inquire and observe yourself when you're having fun. Observe yourself and when you're doing the things you say you do just for fun. I often hear from people who come to me that they do certain things just for fun. They either play music just for fun, or they design just for fun, they draw just for fun, they write just for fun, they dance just for fun, do yoga. Things we say we are doing just for fun, it's usually a moment where we allow ourselves to express, to feel, to be in touch with our body, to allow this creative flow. Track down your days, your past week, your past year, and ask yourself how much you enjoyed yourself, how much fun you had, how motivated you were to live your life. Unfortunately, we believe that life is about sacrifice, according to a status quo. By now we know that living the way our parents did just because they told us we were supposed to, or living to follow a status quo and neglecting our own desires, our own dreams, our own individual potential, it's directly linked to drug abuse, self-soothing techniques, depression, anxiety, and all sorts of negative emotions. We were told that it's normal to feel a life where you enjoy it 50% of the time if you're lucky. And track down those moments where you feel joy the most. When you find that out, do it as often as you can. Going back to my story, I fell in love with yoga not only because I could express myself through my body, but also because from doing what I love, I could also contribute. And that's where most of the joy comes from. And that leads us to our 3rd step, which is contribution. Contribution is an essential human need. We often neglect or dismiss our unique creative potential because we can't yet see how we can contribute. And that's okay. It's all about observing, allowing, and expressing. Find what you enjoy doing and simply do it. And notice what happens. The more you do it, the more you get in your creative flow, the more ideas you get. And the more ideas you get, the more projects you develop. The more you do it, the more likely you are to make a positive impact in somebody else's life. When you touch one life, one soul with your creative potential, you're going to feel that you found your purpose. Because nothing is more fulfilling than hearing from somebody else that what you did, what you provided, changed their life. We often criticize and minimize the value of what we create, of what we do. We think that it's never good enough because we listen to that inner critic. But the main magic happens in the process of a creation, not so much about the final result. While you're doing it, why are you allowing your creative juices, your creative flow to express itself? That's the magic right there. It's what happens in you, what happens within you in the process of doing it, which opens spaces within you to keep creating and keep feeling the joy that comes from it. Again, it's about allowing the creative flow to be expressed through you. An idea comes. When you like doing something, do it. Doesn't matter how it is, if it's perfect, if it isn't. Simply do it and see what happens. When you do it, you're going to feel that drive, that motivation, that energy that comes from it. And that will give you motivation to everything else in your life. When you find joy in something, it gives you motivation to take care of other areas of your life because you feel more integrated. You get in touch with that part of yourself that is not fragmented. When you do it, it grows in you. And that creates a ripple effect. That creates a positive ripple effect in your community, in your family, and everybody who comes across your creative journey. And that ripple effect can potentially change the world. That begins with a little seed, begins with a little movement, begins by doing what brings you joy. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to be joyous and to share joy. We're not here to sacrifice our lives to get approved. We're not here to do what everybody else does. Even though it sounds dangerous and scary. I get that. But I invite you to simply do what you enjoy for now. And trust me, that will definitely bring you a bit more purpose to your daily life. And that can potentially become something very meaningful that is going to fill your life with joy and purpose. If this resonates with you, if this sounds like you, if this is something you've been looking for, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, to chat with you so we can exchange our experiences and grow together. Also, let me know, what was your biggest takeaway out of this video? What is the most valuable piece of information you heard that helps me creating more valuable content? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this brings you motivation to express your unique creative potential. Please click the subscribe button and share with whoever might benefit from this information. From my heart to yours, express yourself and live with joy. Your life has a very important purpose. It starts with small purposes, small whys, step by step. Every day it unfolds and it can change along your life. After observing people who come to me to improve their lifestyle, their well-being, I notice they have something in common. They are not doing what brings them joy the most. They are doing what they think it's expected from them, or they believe it's the right thing to do. However, we all come with something unique to share. We need to get to know what it is, embrace it, and allow it. It's already there within you, waiting to be uncovered, waiting to be unleashed. When we live a life simply following what we were told by our parents, our family, our culture, our society, we often miss the point of that unique mission, that unique purpose you have. We tend to look for references, for examples, and follow their path. While they can look alright from the outside, we tend to live with an emptiness. Something's missing, and we can't really put in words what it is. It's a sense of dissatisfaction, something that nothing can fulfill, nothing outside. That's when we see highly achieved people. They seem to have it all, but they're miserable inside. There is never that sense of fulfillment, of deep inner fulfillment and joy and peace. No matter how much money we make, no matter how much material belongings we achieve, that's never going to fulfill that gap. I noticed that by adding more self-expression to their lives, it naturally brings more energy, more motivation to move and take care of their bodies, take care of their mind and their well-being. When you express yourself with your own words, your own thoughts, opinions, decisions, choices, it gives others permission to be themselves as well, which means by being yourself, you are doing a service to humanity. You're giving others permission to be themselves. And that's when you begin to feel a sense of purpose in being yourself. You realize that by peeling off layers of conditionings or beliefs that you need to become someone, or you need to behave, show up as someone, as an ideal personality, you get to the source, you get to the root of who you are. And that's all you need to do. It sounds very simple, but it's easier said than done. It takes a lot of self-inquiry. It takes a lot of self-investigation to understand who you are and allow it to be expressed. There is nobody who is not creative. We all come with creative potential, which means we are all capable of creating solutions for our problems, of coming up with ideas to maximize our results, to come up with new solutions, with innovations or new ways of doing things that are going to contribute not only to our existence, but also to others around us. Our purpose is very much related to how my existence impacts others in a positive way. The problem is that we are conditioned to think and believe we have to pick one thing, one career, and do it for the rest of our lives until we retire, so then we get to enjoy our life. That means we are leaving behind more than half of our potential to experience and live life fully, to feel a sense of vitality and hunger for life, hunger for experience, hunger for sharing, hunger for finding that thing in us that wants to express itself through us. When we hold back from expressing ourselves and our own unique creativity, our own unique way of doing things, we are stealing from those who need that thing you have to share. There is a phenomenon in nature called symbiosis. And that means everything in nature depends on one another. So you might have seen that. It means that whatever I do affects somebody else in a positive way or in a negative way. We are all connected. Everything in nature is connected. When we understand that, we see meaning in everything we do. You were made to create. You are made to express. You are made to bring your own special, unique thing to the table. And when you don't do it, you're going to feel that you're not living to your full potential. You're going to feel there's something in the background. Even when apparently everything is okay, there's something in you that says there is more. There is more you can offer. There is more you can express. There is more of an impact you can make in the world. And you were born to make a positive impact. When we feel a lack of meaning, lack of purpose, we also feel lack of focus and lack of clarity. Lack of focus, lack of clarity has been a very common complaint, and that is directly related to a lack of our own self-expression.